So one of the most recent memories that I took for granted during a long period of time was graduate school. As many of you know, that I went to graduate school for 2 years, and I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was in a relationship full time, in a domestic relationship full time, and everything was full time. And I also, during that time, I remember waking up early in the morning, as we all do. And remember, this was before COVID. And I would drive X amount of hours on the freeway from one point to the other, approximately 30 to 60 miles. And you may think that I probably didn't plan accordingly, or I didn't choose a closer job or a closer school. But I think that during that moment in time, I think that I was learning different mottos or different ways of life, such as persistence or discipline, maybe even sacrifice, and so on. But I think that during that time, I was not very happy with the journey. I wasn't very happy with the process. Now, you hear many people say that they loved college, that they loved school, that they loved their graduate program. Well, I loved my undergrad. I have to be honest. I would not do graduate school again. You know, if I were to recommend it, do it if you have to. Do it if it increases your salary. But honestly, no. There's different ways of learning. So so going back to the to that time in my life, I feel like I was always stressed. I always complained. I think that all of my friends at that time and the people around me always told me to enjoy the present. And for today's memo talk, for today's episode, I want to talk to you all about enjoying the present, enjoying the moment, whether it is hard, whether it is challenging, whether it is not the best time in your life. Enjoy it, because this will too pass. So, like I said, when I was in graduate school, I would wake up in the morning, and I would, work full time, and I would. Then after work, I would, do my 1 hour and a half commute to graduate school or to school, and I would be there from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I also had to go to the gym, and I also had to do chores, and I also had to take care of things in the house. And it was all, things, I had to do that all over again. And at the same time, my weekends were always compromised. My nights were compromised. My free time was compromised because of the constant work and the overload and the group assignments and the simulations that I had to do. And I remember that, I would work a full week. And on Saturday morning, I would have to wake up at 6, 7 a.m. and I would have to drive with one of my closest friends. And we would drive from the San Fernando Valley, where I used to live in the past, in another life. And we would drive all the way to Redlands. And this was before, virtual learning. Virtual learning already existed, but the program that we were in was kind of hybrid. And I always, it was such a drag to wake up in the morning. It was such a drag to do the assignments, go to school, do the work, show up. I remember it was such a drag. And I remember something that my friend said: enjoy the moment now, because this will pass, and you will go back and wish that you had a better persona, or a better approach to the way you are feeling right now. And well, that school finished, I graduated, and that chapter in my life was over. And I think that when I go through my photos, and I go through the videos, and I go through the assignments that I worked on, and the memories that start racing through my head, I realize how my life would have been, how much easier it would have been, how much smoother it would have been if I would have just enjoyed the present, if I would have enjoyed the moment that I was in. Yes, it was challenging. Yes, it was excruciating. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it was sacrificing. But I think that looking back, I always realize how the little things in life, such as waking up in the morning and seeing the sun go up, or grabbing that first cup of coffee, or having lunch with my peers, or that feeling of finishing a course and moving on to the next. I think that those moments made me realize how despite the negative feelings that I had, there were moments out of that. And I think that when we choose to process and deal with all the range of emotions and actually step back and be mindful and aware that the moment that you are now that moment might change. That moment might change in a couple of months, in a couple of years, and you will not be where you're at now. So my message for today is to take a step back. Take a step back and enjoy the present, enjoy the moment, enjoy who you are now. Because I know, at least from my experience, you will go back. You will go back and you will see this moment now, and you will see how much you learned, how much it shaped you, and how much it has impacted you in the near future. So with that being said, have a great day, have a great week, stay kind to yourself, don't be cruel. If you like this memo talk, please please comment, and please share. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.